makes me weak. All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to eye like a deep in the moonlight. Me have to get all outside. Good for me. Take away me say. Take away me say. I have to utilize I will. Surely I leave it right. This relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. Today is February the 1st. You know, every February is the celebration of Black History Month and also Reggae Month as well. But today we have a very, very special musical tribute for none other than a legend in the music business in reggae. And that, of course, is the legend Miss Pam Hall. So, we want you to make sure that you have your favorite drink with you, whether it's be a tea or coffee. Run, go get it. We'll be right back.
To the core, sayonara, and girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves.
Hi, this is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff podcast. They're such great company.
Should have been learning, but my pockets were full of money, yes they were, and I had someone. God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you, let it be me. When all the world is safe within their dreams, I walk the shadow. Late at night, an empty feeling creeps within my soul. I feel so lonely. I've been praying, 'cause I'm lonely for you. Smiles have all day, but tears don't wash away their fear. But you never ever gonna tell. This is a fire that isn't there. Keeps me crying, baby, for you. Keeps me sighing, baby, for you. So won't you hurry? Come on, boy, see about me. See about me. You have caught me, baby. You have caught me. For I'm falling in love with you. I read her letters, and I saw her picture, and I smelled her cheap perfume. It must have come from you. How could you touch her? Lay down beside her. Well, there just ain't no excuse. You shouldn't have been so loose. I saw a telephone bill here must be out of your mind. If you think you can smooth it over, then you're wasting your time. Well, I'm willing to forgive you, but I can't forget. 'Cause you really hurt me this time. 'Cause I guess I can't go on. What's the use of sharing this one alone little life? Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years, and they will be filled with tears. Love won't embrace us, start all over again. You have babies, but you won't have your man. While he's busy loving every woman that he can. Lonely days and nights. All I see since you've been gone. Lonely days and nights. All I see since you've been gone. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long. Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight, the light of love is in your eyes. Will you still love me tomorrow? Hardest thing I've ever done is to believe in. There's someone in this crazy world for me. The way that people come and go through temporary lives, my chance could come and I might never know. I used to say no promises, let's keep. I was born a woman. An accident or birth. Listen, boy, I've got to prove my worth. I'm the one that I want to see every day, every night of my life. You are the one that I want to see every day, every night of my life. You are my sunshine, you are my moonlight. You are every little thing in this world that I need, and I love you. Oh, baby, my sweet baby, I love you. There you are, there you are, there you are, there you are. I've been looking all over for you, year after year. I've never given up. You wouldn't believe the things I've seen.
Yes, my listeners, my viewers. You know, today we celebrate the birthday of a legend, and she's our legend, none other than Miss Pam Hall. And so I'm going to bring in my co-host Flavius as well to, say. So Flavius, go ahead.
Good morning, listeners. Good morning, Pam. Good morning, Taff.
Good morning, Flavius and Franco and all the listeners and Taff.
Good morning, good morning, everyone.
How many shows can boast their own living legend? Today we say happy Earth Day to our own, very own Pam Hall, songstress extraordinaire. Happy birthday, Pam.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
From the team.
I'm enjoying the day, and I want everybody to enjoy this day with me.
Okay, wonderful. Yes.
True.
From the Real Stuff team and our viewers and listeners. So this morning, what we're gonna do? Well, we're gonna have Tap sing happy birthday, and then we're going to about 15 to 20 minutes of some of the great songs of Pam Hall. Continuous, no break.
And of course, you can listen for a full day of music from Pam Hall, and of course Dennis Brown too also will be celebrating his birthday if Dennis was here. And you can listen to that on www.reggaenostalgia.com, and I mean all day exclusive Pam Hall and Dennis Brown. We did it last year and we're doing it again this year.
Okay.
So Tafina,
so Mr. Take it away.
The floor is yours now.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mommy. Miss Pam Hall, big singer legend. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. There are the people that want all to be Miss Pam.
If you feel like.
No, me, you. How old are you now? How old are you now? When I forgot guess.
She's as old as a mountain and as old as a tree.
As old as the hills. Yeah, boy, more days to give thanks for life, you know.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a whole bag of Thanksgiving, boy.
Yeah, as Flavor said, I said.
Mr. DJ.
A
Mr.
legend.
DJ, hit the button now, but we hear the real thing.
All right, sir. I'm gonna take it away.
The real thing coming up.
It was burning. Sweetheart, I know I should have been learning, but my pockets were full of money, yes they were, and I had someone. God bless the day I found you. I want to stay around you, and so I beg you, let it be me. When all the world is safe within their dreams, I walk the shadows. Late at night, an empty feeling creeps within my soul. I feel so lonely, so I go into the darkness of the night, all alone. I've been praying, 'cause I'm lonely for you. Smiles have altered, the tears don't wash away their fear, but you never ever gonna tell. To the fire better than dead. Keeps me crying, baby, for you. Keeps me sighing, baby, for you. So won't you hurry? Come on, boy, see about me. See about me. You have caught me, baby. You have caught me, for I'm falling in love with you. I read your letters, and I saw her picture, and I smelled your cheap perfume. It must have come from you. How could you touch her? Lay down beside her. Well, there just ain't no excuse. You shouldn't have been so loose. I saw a telephone bill here must be out of your mind. If you think you can smooth it over, then you're wasting your time. Well, I'm willing to forgive you, but I can't forget, 'cause you really hurt me this time. 'Cause I guess I can't go on. What's the use of sharing this one lonely life? Ending up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years, and they will be filled with tears. Love won't embrace us, start all over again. You will get the babies, but you won't have your man. Why since you've been gone. Lonely days and nights. All I see since you've been gone. Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long. Tonight, your man, complete. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight, the light of love is in your eyes. Will you still love me tomorrow? Hardest thing I've ever done is keep believing. There's someone in this crazy world for me. The way that people come and go through temporary lives, my chance could come and I might never know. I used to say no promises, let's keep. I was born a woman. An accident.
Yes, Pam. Birthday greetings sending out to you from people in the chat room. Michael Anthony Bell say the best thing around, the hottest thing around. Happy birthday. And Courtney,
Thank you.
say happy birthday, Pam. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Pam, have you ever worked with Dennis Brown?
Yep.
What it was like?
Dennis Brown was just my experience of Dennis is mellow vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Always remember that smile, that big smile, and his awesome performances. I've been on the same shows with him, and I've done background work for him in the studio.
Oh, and both of you know that you share the same birth date.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah. He was always greet me like, "What my singer," you know.
That's good.
Similar to Delroy Wilson. Delroy Wilson would say, "Wow, Pam, the singer." But he would do it loudly in public, and I said, "No, don't do that." Okay. Yeah, man, D Brown had a nice mellow vibe, and his voice. I wouldn't say words. His voice is so beautiful. Yep.
Yeah, I know. I've seen him perform, and I've seen him work in studio, and he's one of the best I've seen in the business. Yeah, one of the best I've seen in the business. So we're gonna give you more musical tribute to Pam Hall, Heard Strong.
You know,
It's time to move away from all this. Your kind of love I don't want anymore. You gave me pain and so much heartache. So all the girls want to show them man say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. No sing on, sister, come on.
And for more music, make sure you check out www.reggaenostalgia.com at 12 noon. We kick it off. Music from Pam Hall and Dennis Brown. So check out www.reggaenostalgia.com and you hear music like galore.
Where you really want to be. Now after all, love you, my baby, my baby. You've given me everything, try to make me happy. I can't pretend, oh boy, I am sorry. I wish I could love you. All the world's over. Wanna feel you close to me. It's time for love. Baby, tell me you're sweet.
We're bringing in to join us also Miss Audrey Hall, my singer with 8 little notes. You know that song, I love it so much. 8 little notes. How you doing?
I'm hanging in here. Looks like we're gonna get 18 inches of snow here. It's all white outside, white and gray.
Yeah, I see it picking up in your neck of the woods. Yeah, we're having a little bit of a rain down here, you know, and sunshine. So I know you would love to be a part of this.
I know that you just said that. I know you just said that to make me feel horrible. Talking about, I mean, listen, you're so mean. Even though it's raining down there, and when it's raining, it's supposed to be cloudy.
Yeah.
You have to say sunshine.
We have sunshine, yeah.
You don't have no sunshine if it's raining. Stop it.
I'm telling you, them say when the rain a fall and the sun a shine, the devil and his wife a fight over fishing. Remember them days? Those were the days.
Yes. So, Pam, your birthday today, Pam. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, sis. Thank you. Yeah.
I was making up a birthday song this morning for you, you know. They go, happy birthday, Pam. Hello? Yeah. Somebody just said hello. Go ahead.
My mind is going off. We start singing that song, my mind start running off. The chords coming and the bass line coming.
Start it over again, Archie. Start it over again. Start over that song again.
Happy birthday, Pam. Happy birthday, Pam. Happy
Wicked.
That's gonna be the birthday song. Yeah, we're going to continue that song.
So, yeah, 6 o'clock, you know?
Yeah.
A matter of fact, the way I made it, it just came to me this morning and I'm forgetting it already. So I'm glad I have it down now on somewhere. Because it's supposed to go. Happy birthday, Pam. You know, not just happy birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, the lyrics is, man. Yeah, the lyrics is. That's good, man. That's good when, you know, you ladies can, you know, come together and put lyrics together and turn it into melody for the years.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I wish you all the best and many more to come. Okay? Many more.
Thank
many
you.
more happy, healthy, wonderful birthdays. Hmm.
Thank you. And I hope when I'm having all these many more, that you all will be with me and that all the listeners will be with us. Same way.
Yeah. Yes, well, I always had the feeling that I'm not supposed to go. You know, they say that there's only two certainties: death and taxes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel the death thing. You know, I don't feel it.
You know, I agree with you. Don't feel it.
So where's Franco?
Franco talking to you.
Oh, so where's Flavius then?
Flavius.
I'm here. I was telling you good morning. I'm here.
Oh, right. But I know I heard a voice say good morning. Good morning, Flavius. You know, I thought that I was talking to Flavius because Franco, you're usually the one that lays in the cup and you know your reception goes out sometimes. So you must have changed something.
No man, you're talking Flavius.
That's me.
Flavius always out.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say you guys made some big changes, but it's changes in my head.
Yeah. The changes soon occurred.
Tell me that change is coming, but experience it yet. But we still hope that changes will come. Out of our hands for the most part right now. I'm hoping.
I hear you. You can only do what you can to make it happen.
Yes.
And hope it happens successfully, you know? Yeah, man.
I'm very happy that this could have happened this morning, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Famous and Franco, thank you for that, you know.
Welcome.
This is a family reunion, birthday reunion.
Every time. So the music
Yeah,
is
man.
Franco?
No, but the ladies stop talking, so I'll play the music over there. All right, then, ladies. Continue with the music, that's it.
Yeah, man.
I was born a woman. Thank you. And I'm open. Dogs for toys. Leaves and boys. I've got to prove my worth.
Hey baby, what are you doing later? Tell me what are you doing tonight? We could throw us a little party, two of us just so close your eyes, for that's a lovely way to be.
Walking on sand,
Dogs for toys. Leaves and boys. I've got to prove my worth.
Hey baby, what are you doing later? Tell me what are you doing tonight? We could throw us a little party, two of us just so
on sand. I'm holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. In my own homeland.
If I'm doing right, somebody see me, feel it. Somebody see me. I run but you can't hide. Everywhere I go, somebody see me. I can't hide, feel it. Everywhere I go, somebody see me.
Oh well, Lord, yes. You're looking kinda lonely, girl. Would you like someone you can talk to?
Also, today is also the Earth Strong Day of another legend, the late, great Dennis Emmanuel Brown, the Crown Prince of Reggae. And you can continue, you can hear more musical tribute to Dennis Brown and also more Earth Strong musical tribute to Pam Hall on reggaenostalgia.com at 12 noon. We started at 12 noon to midnight.
Sharing the night together. Would you like to dance with me and only? You know I wanna be holding you. Ooh, yes. Cause I'm feeling like I do, and I can see it in your eyes that you do. Yeah. Oh Lord. Well now. And if I seem to come on too strong, I hope that you will understand. I say these things cause I want to know if you're as lonely as I am. Would you mind sharing the night?
Well, this one is a bombshell.
Sharing the night together. Whoa, sharing the night together. Yeah. Sharing the night together. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Well, oh, well. Oh, you're looking kind of lonely, girl. Would you like someone you can talk to? Yes. Oh, well. I'm feeling kinda lonely too. If you don't mind, can I sit down here beside you? Yes. I'd like to get to know you better. Is there a place where we can go so we can be alone together and turn the lights down low? Would you mind sharing the night together? Well, sharing the night together. Oh well, sharing the night together. Oh, 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 sharing the night together. Would you like to dance with me and only? You know I wanna be holding you. Yes, yeah. Cause I'm feeling like I do, and I can see it in your eyes that you do. Yes, whoa, whoa. And if I seem to come on too strong.
Yes. Dennis Emmanuel Brown, sharing the night together. Big tune. For more tribute to Dennis Brown, Pam Hall, check out our website, www.reggaenostalgia.com. I have a song I'm going to drop this morning. Dropping it like it ought to say. And the artist is from Portland, Jamaica. Goes by the name of Ja Abeng. Wanted to listen to this one. It named Love Them. Ja Abeng, take it away.
Children, and if you love them them we will never abuse them. Love them, they are your children, and it's our duty to guide and protect them. We gotta teach the children right from wrong. So let's be careful what we say in our songs. Let them know just where we're coming from, and how hard we had to fight for freedom. Let them know and overstand. They are the next generation. Teach them wisdom, so they may overcome. Love them, they are our children, and if we love them, we will never abuse them. Love them, they are your children, and it's our duty to guide and protect them. It's not too late for all of us to make a start, 'cause each and everyone has got to play their part. The little children live what they learn, so we should all be concerned. Teach them the right thing instead of fussing and fighting. Tell them the gun thing, it is no plaything. Love them, they are our children, and if we love them, we will never abuse them. Love them, they are your children.
Hear the man say love them, cause if we love them, we will never abuse them. The music of Jah Abeng. We're gonna get ready and line up for Teddy. Doing the really current this morning. But before we bring in Teddy, let's play one more tune, and this one is from the man himself, Tsunami MIC up there in Boston. So big ups going out to Jah Abeng and all those in Portland this morning. Hope you're doing good this morning, and make sure to teach your children. All right. This one is titled Free from Tsunami MIC.
Life's the greatest gift you have. Between your legs and your shifts, imperative that you breathe, breathe. Purify your lungs with air, breathe. Animal birds doing it everywhere. Imperative that you breathe. Some remain caterpillar, others have found to butterfly. Mine have soar like an eagle, but at least if we try. Escape them chokehold, them blindfold. When they go perish through them cherish quality control. If you feel love the life you live, you have to live the life you love. Yo. Just be positive, knowing shoot no hold no grudge. Yo. Like the greatest gift you have. Between your legs and your shift, imperative that you breathe. Purify your lungs with air, breathe. Animal birds doing it everywhere. Imperative that you breathe. Notice, I've learned most people are master. Something make you feel the warm pass out. It's mandatory, so you pretend to know. Cover your face with the required and passport. Most notorious, most wicked. Not even acid, not try test COVID. Put up resistance and no need you approval. Social distance is now the new normal. the greatest gift you have. Breathe. Between your legs and the shift. Imperative that you breathe. Breathe. Purify your lungs with air. Breathe. Animal birds doing it everywhere. Live. Imperative that you breathe. That's what life about. Breathe in, breathe out. Nothing congested, use your mouth. Protect your respiratory despite polluted.
That's the music of Tsunami MIC. Song named Free. We have with us this morning none other than the man, the real current man this morning. Teddy Laidley, out of Jamaica. Morning, Teddy. How you doing?
Well, top of the morning to you. It's a beautiful sunshine day here in Jamaica with scattered cloud around. This is not a weather report. This is a day of beautiful sunshine. Here, I know you might not have enjoyed a warm Caribbean weather like us because you're part of that mainland America. So.
No. As you always remind me, we are in Kingston 21. So it's so up that the same forecast you just mentioned, we are experiencing it as well. Rain and sunshine.
on the fringe, on the autobahn. Just like when there's a hurricane and they talk about the autobahn.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the situation. The situation here. Oh, by the way, just for a reminder, this month starting today is Reggae Month and Black History Month. Mm-hmm. So I would suggest that on your program you continue to have the music of the Caribbean that reflect, like I said, in terms of Black history.
True.
Right. So this is 14 years since we started Reggae Month here in Jamaica,
mm-hmm.
and just at the start of Black History Month, we lose one of our pioneers. That is Cicely Tyson, mm-hmm. who have paved the way for a lot of black actresses across the United States. So we salute her and her work that she has done.
True. Definitely.
Growing up, she was one of my favorite actresses. I think we grew up in the era of the 70s and the 80s when the whole black consciousness was very prevalent. That was the same period when we had Roots, we had Thunder, we had I think one of our best noted one of where she has been given is the autobiography of Jane Pittman, and she portrays the life of a lady who have been involved in slavery. To I think Jane Pittman was 104, and the fortunate thing about it that Miss Jane Pittman was still alive when they were filming the autobiography of her. So it was even wonderful for her to see her life being portrayed on the silver screen.
Yeah, man, I enjoy that movie tremendously.
Cicely Tyson.
Yeah, man, and she,
every chance I get, I watch it again.
Well, you know it will be shown. Yeah, man, you know it will definitely be shown as part of the Black History Month here. Well, let's hope that it become part of the calendar of TVJ here in Jamaica. Moving away from Black history and reggae music, because there's a whole calendar of events that is taking place here to commemorate the day, and also I know is reciprocal in the United States, where there are several things despite the pandemic, but the statement of Black history will permeate across the United States. Just a little bit of what we were discussing last week. I know you might have heard by now that JDF officer, the lieutenant who happened to be a member of the force in the last 3 years, has resigned.
Okay.
So, Lieutenant General Rocky Mead on the radio said that in contrary to the Army regulation, he was asked to resign. Leave or resign. So, well, we are, as I said, be fired or resign. So, I think I wouldn't say he did the honorable thing, but he left the Army. And it's in good taste. It's just that they were saying that the relationship gone sour. And so it just put behind us because we don't want to have as a nation these kind of stain with us and how we treat our female and how certain things have been condoned within certain institutions. Because we know while any institution where male and female coexist in a working relationship somehow is very hard, because the reality is that you spend, it's funny, and the truth is the truth. You spend more time with that person than your significant others, because when you look at it, you check it out. You leave the house in the morning 7 o'clock, and you reach work 8 o'clock. So from basically 8 o'clock until 5 o'clock, you're in a working environment. You're close. Worst of all, the nature of the job, you're close to that person. And then when you leave after 5, reach home 7, you spend, a few hours with a partner, eating, drinking, and then you spend the rest of the time sleeping. So,
well, you put it at diplomatic.
But things do things do and but you don't want to condone it in certain atmosphere, because sometimes you find out that you're able to relate, because it has its goods and its bad, in the sense that sometimes you talk to a partner at work and they get you to understand your partner once the relationship is platonic. Whereas you're having some problem and you can get another perspective from another female, or you can get another perspective from another male, and it can help to strengthen your relationship, but it also can help to destroy your relationship. So that is that on that side.
I hear you.
Other things happening. The former Senator Andre Orton,
Yeah, I've been hearing about that. Some people have been sending me that video, so for watch this video, but I haven't looked at it yet.
No, I haven't heard about it.
All right. He was doing an online interview, as you are aware that he's a lecturer at the University of the West Indies in economic, and there were a fallout between him and he was called up when he made a statement at the time when Peter Phillips was saying lower the GCT, and he was saying that it would not benefited the Peter Phillips proposed to cut general consumption tax and not have cumulative effect on the majority. So that's what Andre is saying. But the the whole idea of what was said on YouTube or what he was rubbing, he said both the PMP and the JLP have sold out Jamaica to lobbyists, persons with who are financial, who have financial clout, and so that in itself didn't go all right. So what I can share with you here now is from a statement said former opposition Senator Dr. Andre Alden has lashed out on both the People's National Party and the ruling Jamaica Labour Party, claiming that they have conspired to work against the interests of ordinary citizens. Alden regaining his voice after he was effectively censored by the People's National Party after contradicting then President Dr. Peter Phillip, charged that the majority political party have been lobbied heavily by big business at the expense of the masses. The university economic lecturer pushed for a reduction of taxes on fuel, arguing that Peter's proposal for a cut in general consumption tax would not have a cumulative effect for the majority of Jamaicans. The two parties agree because there comes benefit to them because people who whisper in their ears to say to lower the GCT, that is general consumption tax. The average man and the small business who going to benefit from the fall in the gas tax can't get them ears to tell them, said the visible frustrated Alden, describing the underbelly of Jamaican politics as a wicked thing. Alden was on a video conference call with an overseas talk show host. In September 3rd, 2020 general election, Alden lost his St. James Central seat to Attorney General Marlene Malahoo Fort. Alden revealed that he got a rude awakening when he entered politics with the hope of using his university knowledge to promote economic policies that he said would have been in the interest of Jamaicans. The lecturer said that his philosophy was often sidelined because it did not align with party financiers. He said, in his views, those applauded for novelty have never been the views to be implemented because his views have never been the views of the funder or the views that bring resources to the funder. He said, when he entered politics, he was being sabotaged by those in his own party who had given him the impression that they would support his candidacy. So, in a quote from him, so my plan, and so the people them are tear down my plan.
So he was just giving a candid view of what him believe.
Yeah. They have their own agenda. That was a statement from Alden admitting that he was a novice to politics. So that was the article, and that was a synopsis of what the video is saying. And let us call a spade a spade. As a matter of fact, hello, are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to share something. Hold the line. Let me just bring out something. I just want to share something.
Well,
yeah, man. The video circulate on social media like crazy. Especially, I think it's on YouTube a lot.
Well, we didn't get somebody who is brave enough to say it like it is.
Yeah.
Very, very.
What I wanted to share with the listeners today, an article was published. I'm just trying to quickly find the article. It's a full page article. I just somehow was
So Flavor, so you don't get that video?
I don't know.
Oh. Because I got it out of Canada, and I know you have the Canadian touch.
Yeah, I don't know.
Basically, you know.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it yet. So, but just listening to what Teddy just read, you know, to me, then that's a fair view the man I give, you know, because him right. I mean, him from the outside was looking at it, and when him get inside and see, you know, somebody mentioned it on the program once, you know, so that you have people with good intention, and when them get inside here, things that them come across change their mind from doing what they want to do.
No, but come on, there's a saying, you know, you cannot put clean water in a dirty bottle.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Because naturally, what is going to happen is that the bottle, because it's dirty, is going to contaminate the
clean water.
Yeah, the clean water that goes in. While you're talking, it just somehow I just want to quote. Seeing that we are on the whole political thing here.
Mm-hmm.
It's somewhat similar to, and I really want to I don't know why I didn't mark the page this morning, you know.
It happened to the best of us. It happened to the best of us. So.
Yeah, but this what I just wanted to make sure that a quote, because we're sending out information.
Yes.
Through this medium, and what you don't want. For example, you make a statement, and then you're being misquoted and being challenged. And the statement, right? All right. This article was done by John Mahfood, and the title of it said, "Government must do more for the poor in Jamaica." And although the general election was held in September of 2020 amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, here are some of the highlights that John Mahfood said. That the COVID-19 relief plan to the poor, the government paid out individuals sum of $10,000 to the poor in April of 2020. No further payment have been made since, and I cannot imagine how the poorest among us have been able to survive in the last 10 months.
No payment. Right.
19.
Yeah. Extent of the stimulus package, you know?
Yeah. And he said that I cannot imagine what is it?
So wanna drop stimulus down the Flavius? Eh? In Flavius?
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah,
Long time, yeah. But how many people got it?
So the situation here, he made some point. Return to in-person schooling. right? More than 50% of children do not have access to online learning, and the poorest among them depend on the subsidized lunches provided at school. What will happen to those who have lost a year's schooling? How many will return on resumption? The consensus from the Worldwide Health Authority is that the transmission of COVID-19 is very low for children attending school. Why the delay in moving to full resumption? Another here that he touched on is government to deliver a strategy to solve the illegal GPS connection, and that is Jamaica Public Service as the entity that provides light and power for the nation. He pointed out approximately 108,000 households are said to have illegal electricity connection. These problems stigmatize a significant number of Jamaicans and perpetuate the atmosphere of criminality. Other issue is that the massive loss to JPS and the higher charges to the rest of its consumer. And he constantly argue, why is it that I have to pay for somebody who is illegally obtaining light? Shouldn't that be the burden of the provider? Whereas if I am paying my fair share for what I consume, why should I pay for something that somebody else is steal? Why is it that is not coming from the profit of the light and power? Why is it coming from my pocket and not their profit? The other years that Flavius and I and you agreed on, that the National Housing Trust has failed for poor people, for persons who are listening in. In the 70s, the National Housing Trust is a model that came from out of Venezuela, whereas you make a voluntary contribution to salary or personal contribution. So you can make your contribution to the National Housing Trust outside of being employed. You can make your contribution as a self-employed person. Now, the National Housing Trust was started as a means of providing housing for the poor in Jamaica. It has failed to do so and has developed a surplus over the years. The government has begun to raid, and let us say it and without any apology, both political parties have raided. This is not no hiding, and this is not no lie, and this is not no accusation. The government has begun to raid the National Housing Trust and has recently announced a plan to withdraw 50 billion to cover the budget shortfall. The government should instead implement a CAPRI report on the National Housing Trust, which recommend that contributions by employer be reduced to 2% and employee contribution be discontinued. And for persons, what they're saying is that between your employer and employee, there's a contribution that goes towards the National Housing Trust. And a study was done, and it was suggest that the employer contribution of 2% reduced to 2%, and the employees don't make discontinued contribution. Again, this would require great political bravery, but it is the right thing to do. We looked at the tear down of Shantytown and rebuild. Now, when you look at the presence of Shantytown in the blight of the country, it shows that we have little regard for our fellow.
Where them call Shantytown again? Where's Shantytown again, Teddy?
No. Shantytown is not a specific place. Everywhere where you have. Yes. So the thing is that persons in these communities are forced to live in subhuman condition and under constant threat of violence. The massive amount of funds that have been removed from the National Housing Trust should be used to rebuild these communities. We should be ashamed of ourselves for allowing people to live in this kind of condition. And as you said, you can judge a country by how it look after its poor, its elderly, and its disabled. Now, another big issue that both government.
Teddy,
yes.
Before you go on, right? In the same thing, the Housing Trust and the NIS Fund. Those two are the richest funds in Jamaica, with a lot of money sitting down on. And if
Flavius?
Hello?
Oh, reconnect. You go ahead, Teddy. You go ahead.
Yeah, one of the biggest problems that we constantly have in this country is land reform.
Mm-hmm.
And both political parties, both government who form, both parties that form the government, somehow not be able to address it. This matter has been logging on the agenda for both political parties for many years. Without proper titles, farmers cannot access bank loans to finance their business and maximize production. This in turn affects our food security. The majority of small farmers who control approximately 60% of the agricultural land do not have title. There are also hundreds of thousands of people who are squatting on their land and are in need of title. These individuals also cannot access formal loans in order to build proper housing. So that's what gives, again, credence to the shanty. Because when you don't have the title to put up proper housing and proper infrastructures and roads and light and sewage, this is how we create this quarter settlement.
Mm-hmm.
Because persons are not able to put up proper housing. So, given our history dating back to emancipation, land title should be viewed as a vital social issue that should be addressed. This is important not just for a social reason, but for the tremendous spin-off of economic growth. As we are aware, when people are in an economic situation and better able to finance themselves, it's a trickle-down effect on the economy. Now, recently, there was a scandal with regards to the petroleum corporation, we call Petrojam Refinery.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. So, there was a commission of inquiry called the ZACA. It was named after one of the High Court judge. It implemented that the ZACA Commission report, which recommend the closure of the refinery, as it is inefficient and only add to the cost of already expensive petroleum product. It also creates profits for the petroleum corporation, which in turn lead to corruption and illegality, illegal activity. And you remember during that scandal how much money was taken from Petrojam to do some illicit things, birthday parties and all sort of things. We have an issue here in Jamaica on crime. And again, we need to continue to implement a bipartisan plan to reduce violence. For too long, we believe that just last year before the general election, the JLP and the PNP, along with other social groups, signed an agreement that would form the basis for a bipartisan approach to solving crime. Since then, since the election, nothing has been done to implement the agreement. This leads to question whether this was just an election ploy by the Prime Minister. And we have to ask a question. Violence in Jamaica is our most serious problem, and it prevents us from ever achieving a good quality of life for our people. We will never see a major investment coming. Our tourist industry cannot achieve its potential, and Jamaicans living abroad will never retire and bring their wealth home. We will remain among the poorest in the Caribbean. And just recently, Jamaica is seen as the 5th corrupt country within the Caribbean, which is not a good look, and we're leading. Now, pension fund for employees. That's something that Flavors was saying early on. NIS. The NIS cannot provide a viable pension for people who have reached retirement age. Therefore, they are forced to work well past retirement in order to survive. Otherwise, they have to depend on handout. A mandatory pension plan would fix this problem and provide a pool of funds that could be used for the productive sector. And for years in this country, companies have dwindled and have manipulated and do things with the employee pension plan. As a matter of fact, for the late Gordon Booth Stewart, there was a case of in his organization where people were dabbling and misappropriation of funds, and it ended up in the court system of the ATL pension plan. The same thing happened years ago with the here in Jamaica, and you can name the many companies over the years that the pension plan have been dabbling with and things that are not taking place. We need to look at implement a plastic bottle and an effective bottle disposable. We import a lot of the plastic bottles for manufacturing of juices and drinks and all sort of thing, and we just widely discard them on the streets or in the garbage, and then it wind up on our beaches, it wind up, and so what is being said is that to make it be a cash deposit.
That's what Justin come to say. If we don't have a cash incentive initiative,
a cash incentive need to be done on that. So therefore, people pay to return the plastic bottles. Now, in that case, what could possibly happen is that it would have lowered the importation of plastic bottles, because then it being recycled and reused. So that was something we looked at. Again, there's a call for the reduction of the general consumption tax to 10% over the next 5 years. The general consumption tax is presently 15%. Poor people are most affected by the heavy burden of a 15% GCT. Most of their income goes towards food and clothing, subject to GCT. The government, both successive government, and over the years had reduced zero GCT on certain food items. And let us look at it. When you have the average person in Jamaica who start out at minimum wage, which is 7,000 Jamaican dollars, just a little bit over 50 US, right? And that's per week. And then you have to buy an item that end up with 15% GCT. What they are saying is certain basic food items and so forth should be zero rated, and so therefore one get more back on the what you call it, more from your disposable income. So a 10% would have even a far better cry than the present 15%. So those are some of the points that John Mahfood, as a concerned citizen, have said in this article.
One of the questions I have to ask, and it's about the JPS. JPS make profits, right? Do they make profits?
Yeah, naturally. Because
all right. So what?
Only provider.
What do they do with the profit that they make? Do they put it back into equipment and upgrade?
I cannot say because what they have done is a share sort of thing, whereas the government have a X percentage in it, along with other investors, and so the point is that they have to pay a dividend to their shareholders.
Yeah, but
no, my only concern and turns out what we're saying is that right now, if you hold the JPS for the usage of your light, years ago they used to cut it off from your meter. Now they can cut it off from a particular location, so they don't have to come to your house no more to turn off your
so them upgrade on that system. Spend some money on that system for them not to come out no more. For come, I don't think they read meter no more either. Them can be basically judge it from.
They read meter.
They still have meter. Still have meter personnel going around and reading meter. Okay.
Yeah. Once a month.
No, because some of these, I mean, if they're making profits over the years, they're supposed to upgrade equipment, put in new things that can, alleviate problems whenever there's hurricane and, power outage, things like that, put wires underground, etc. So that's why I'm asking the question.
That's not going to happen. I can tell you that.
But Teddy, you there, Teddy? I'm not hearing Teddy. They said that not gonna happen.
No. And what is happening now? That was the JPS acknowledged about 2 years ago that they lose through theft. It does not really matter to them because they bill it onto the regular customers who pay.
Okay.
The Magic Jack customer you have.
Okay, so that's how it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so although them talk about it, give lip service to all the people stealing light, it's not very important to them because it does not affect the bottom line. Because they turn around and
Are you there, Flavius?
Yeah, man, I'm here. You are paying a bill and your bill keep going up. And you're not using half of what you're paying for because they have to make up for the people who, I think Teddy said 100,000 households that is stealing lights. I think that is a joke. There are probably 100,000 in one parish. And these people who steal the light, you can't tell them nothing else, because they believe that JPS is really robbing us. So that is their answer. That's their answer. And everybody suffers.
Them believe JPS are stealing, yes.
Franco, let me tell you what should happen. JPS is a monopoly, right? What JPS should be doing now, to my mind, is to set up many solar farms and wind farms in Jamaica to put on their grid so we can use less fossil fuel. So everybody's bill will go down.
Agreed.
And they will still make a profit.
So even if that 100,000 was still light, it still wouldn't even affect them that much. It would affect them, but not that gravely. You understand me?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
And it come back to what we were saying sometime last year. Why is it they don't invest into solar energy? Why is it? But the lobby is not working.
Let me tell you.
The lobby is against it. I'll have to sell.
Let me tell you. What happens is that if somebody don't see how they can make some money, it's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. But it seems to a lot of things.
We are in a situation now. We are in a situation now where somebody in the government or whoever signed an agreement with some fuel company to buy fuel, I guess at a certain price from them. Now, JPS now has done a good thing recently where most of the plants them now can use natural gas or the regular gas. When the gas price goes down, we don't benefit from it because them can't switch from one to the next because them sign a contract to must take from the source. So even if the price of the other fuel is lower, we still have to buy the higher one because we signed the contract, so we have to take the goods from them. And I think that was so ridiculous, and these guys are guys who are supposed to be bright and brilliant and went to university and all that. But it's not showing to our benefit at all. Not showing at all. And these are things that we have to fix going forward. Have to fix them. Regardless of whose government or whose party is in power, don't matter. These things are the things that, and these are things that help crime, things that Teddy is talking about, shanty town and the very low standard of living. All these things breed crime,
Mm-hmm.
Because saying to somebody, you go to school and you pass some subjects and what? For what? You can't get a job because if you're going to look at a job now, you have to find some friend or auntie or uncle who live in an accepted area.
That been going on for years still, Because I remember my days, things like that happened to me,
We
so
need to put a stop to it now. We need to put a
it's been
stop
going on
to
for
that.
decades.
Yeah, you need to put a stop to that.
It brings me back to one of the things that
so
this guy bring up to me the other day about.
What are you going to do?
It brings me back to this, where this friend of mine was telling me he went to Singapore and he saw, how the people are living in Singapore. And he was saying to me, Jamaica couldn't, the model that Singapore said they use, it's a model for Jamaica, but how comes Jamaica so backward compared to them? Singapore have developed over the years, yes, and they have, money, so they invest into their society.
No,
Jamaica on the other hand,
when the government changed in 1980, that model was kicked out. That is what happened. That model was kicked out, and we started doing a different path. And that path is leading us to where we are now.
So Jamaica on the other hand,
the average conversion rate for the dollar to the US dollar in the Caribbean is something about somewhere around 2 point something, and we are at 150. Look at that. Everybody else is 1 point something, 2.9, 2.7, and we are 1 to 150. Look at that. Why did we get there?
Because you guys wills it so. The government wills it so.
The finance minister is telling you, don't look at the dollar rate. Look at inflation rate.
But the dollar rate, the dollar rate say a lot. Yeah, the dollar rate say a lot.
No, but how him work that out, I cannot understand. I need to go back to economics class.
Yeah, but
I don't understand how that would work.
Yeah, but you're a thing them called fuzzy maths.
Oh, fuzzy maths.
Yeah.
He's using fuzzy maths. No,
Fuzzy maths I use.
No, but I know that every time I go to the market or the supermarket, I get a lot less for the same money.
Mm-hmm.
So how that work?
I mean, things have to change.
They beginning up this month when the meter man, when the power man, the meter man came and read the meter, I say, how much stay, boss? Him say, check out the exchange rate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because what he was saying is that the meter reading is good, but the price going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Because the bill is created based on the current exchange rate.
Mm-hmm.
So you JPS bill, you cannot budget for it unless you have a wide budget. Because up to months last year, I was paying like 3,000 something, and now it's 8,000.
You need some solar panel up on the roof, there, man.
Of course.
You know?
I don't have any new equipment. In fact, I was using the fan in the summer. But me stop, is the joke now, Franco. Me stop use the fan. And the month when me stop use the fan, the bill go up by about $2,000.
Will you turn on about the fan?
No?
You better turn it back on. Because the estimate the band them give you and say, what? Could just drop on back the bill upon him same way, you know, make him think so, boy. You know, he might go pay less, he might pay more. Well, we last steady. I've been trying to get him forward. Yeah. I can't, you know, so with that we have to come to an end to another Real Stuff podcast. Thank all those who participated today in the chat room. We want to wish birthday greetings to all Aquarians who celebrating birthday today and throughout the month. And for this week, we have some interesting guests lined up for this week. So we want you to like, share, and subscribe. Let me say something about the subscription, if I may. For you who don't subscribe, you cannot participate in the chat room. I've gotten texts from friends and, you know, relatives about them can't get for coming at the chat room and talk. Why? And I said, and I'm going to say it again, if you don't have an account, a Google account, or a Google email account, yeah, then you cannot participate, because Google is a part of YouTube, or YouTube is a part of Google, and that's the requirement. So if you even have, say, Hotmail, you can use the same Hotmail, you know, name, John Brown 125 at hotmail.com, but say John Brown 125 at gmail.com. Just open up the Gmail. It's free. You don't have to pay no money for it, and you can use the same password if you want. It's up to you. But that is how you're going to be able to participate, and it's good. You're helping us too, as well as we helping you, because we're giving you information.
In the youth.
What you say, Flavius?
YouTube landscape subscriptions are very. I'm saying that the subscription does not cost the subscribers, but it is invaluable to us because it allows us to do more on the YouTube landscape. So that is why we are asking and pleading so we can get subscribers. I know you come and you like the program or whatever, but you subscribe and then you can participate in the chat room. And coming soon, we are looking at some activities in the chat room also. So keep an ear out for when that comes on stream.
Flavors, tell them about we guest tomorrow, because you know a lot about her. Mama G, that's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're having Mama G. She's a Ghana, that means that she's head of all Maroon activities. She's also founder and president of the Maroon Women Movement in Jamaica. And she's also telling me that they have a women farm initiative that they're working on also. Has just been recognized by the Ministry of Agriculture and Gender's Affairs also. So she's a lady that is very, very busy. I know what that means. She's into a lot of things. All of them indigenous. All of them for the people of Jamaica, and a lot to do with women in Jamaica.
So check it out tomorrow. Be here, because it's a lot of information. And with that, I close with my usual saying: take care of yourself, your loved one. Remember, prayer changes things, regardless of what religion you belong to. Continue to pray. You understand me? Prayer changes things. So, Flavius.
Remember what we need in life: respect and discipline. R&D. Let's live with that, please.
And on a short note, tomorrow I'm going to feature back the 2 songs I played today, which was Ja Abeng, Love Them, and Tsunami Breed. I'm going to feature them tomorrow again, so stick around. So we have Tafina and Lubafu to take us out. So we go with Lubafu first and then Tafina, the theme song. So take care of yourself and be good. Stay safe.
You lead us so full. You belong far away away. Ajuguala Lebabu Seru. Lida Mua, Lida Sungfula. Lida Mua, Lida Sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer sorrow. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out the side. Me have to take away me say. Have to take away me say. I have to utilize I weed. Shorty I leave her relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, I play you, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I walk outside. My feet take away myself, take away myself. I have to utilize I breathe. Shorty, I have clean pair of heels. I say, been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not the master, guess who won't play your game, yeah. To all you move your arm, me wait to the core. Sayonara, that hot girl gone through the